Regret sets in after voting Trump. What? Hello, guys. Welcome to Global Gist with BJ. Today's gist is trending hot across America. It's really spicy. Can somebody say that was spicy? It's really spicy. It's very hot across America. Latino Trump supporters are having massive meltdown online. Hmm. Why? Because many are finally realizing what they really voted for. Come on, you guys. I feel so bad for them, you guys. But let's see, some of this reaction on the street, and then I'll be back with the whole gist. See you.
In Florida for more than half his life and worked for the same construction job for many decades. Every day that goes without him here is a day lost forever. This is about being human, about love, connection, and presence. The one thing he needs the most is the one thing that we're being kept from giving him, which is us. I feel that it would be immoral and inhumane to let a man who is suffering, who is terminally ill, spend what little time he has left in pain and isolation. Please don't let him die in a cell. Please don't let his final memories be of those of pain and isolation.
The one thing your dad needs the most is his family. And that is the one thing that his own daughter kept from him by voting for Trump, because you thought you were white. But this is the most extreme reality check for you, that your proximity to whiteness, that your white husband, your white baby, your white in-laws, your new white family, none of that means you are white. And it's not going to protect you, and it didn't protect your dad. You voted for a man who you knew was immoral and inhumane, who ran on mass deportation and said,
"They're poisoning the blood of our country." That's what they've done.
Immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. He's talking about your dad. He's talking about you. But you thought other people would suffer, and you were perfectly okay with that because you thought you were white. So that makes you immoral and inhumane for voting for Trump. And therefore, you voted for your own father who is suffering, who is terminally ill, to spend what little time he has left in pain and isolation, to die in a cell with his final memories being pain and isolation. You got to spend the rest of your life knowing that this is how your father died because of your vote. This is an extreme example of how pathetically desperate some brown and black people are for white acceptance and white validation. They will trade in their own family and loved ones for it. That self-hate that stems from generations of internalized racism, the need to still assimilate to whiteness, is still so ingrained in so many Latinos who will erase themselves just to be disposable to people who will never accept them. She's a perfect example. She was dumb enough to let those people use her for her vote, and now she's disposable to them in the worst way possible.
The people who voted for Donald Trump, aka MAGA, are now regretting their votes, and that is the best side of TikTok that I ended up on in the past week. So here's part 2 of all the people with all their regrets.
I didn't think they was going to go after Cubans. We are not the bad people. I vote Trump because he wants to help the people, but this is not right.
Welcome back to my channel. And then a lot of you will be finding it difficult with the kind of words I'll be using. But before I continue using these words, I want you to understand, especially for Nigerians that don't understand these keywords, right? Who are the MAGAs? You will see me saying MAGAs, right? MAGA is the slogan that Donald Trump was using when he was campaigning, and it's known as Make American Great Again. You understand? Those were the slogans that he was using. Now, you always hear me say Latinos, right? They call them the Latino MAGA, voters. But who are the Latinos? The Latinos are people of Mexican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican, or South American origin. They are the ones that are, you understand, they're the ones that are the MAGAs, they're the ones that are the MAGA, voters. And they're the ones who I'm about to talk about in this video. You guys, they are the ones who voted Trump the most. This regime, yeah. Do you know why I say they voted the most? Because they have over 60 million. 60 million, there are over 60 million of them. And imagine what over 60 million, votes would have done for Trump during this election. You understand? And now all of them, they voted for him because most of them are mostly Christians, and then some of them have issues. And they know that this man had strict policies for immigration. You understand? So they felt, okay, if we vote for this man, he's actually going to allow us You understand? He's going to consider us, knowing fully well that we gave him the most votes. And so they saw his Christian, his Christian policies. He said he's going to effect during his regime, according to them, and so many other things. They said he's going to. He even said he's going to go as well as far as even making sure that immigration policies are not even that strict for them. So they saw all these things with Trump, and that made them come out in mass and they voted for him. I could remember, just like in the videos you just watched, you will hear a lot of them saying, I will vote for Donald Trump. You understand? They were the one who did that song. Now, I'm not talking about the black Americans. I'm talking about, the Latinos. They came out, and even Trump himself knew that these people voted him. And to their surprise, what they expected is not what they are seeing anymore. Everything turned around. And in fact, this time around, it didn't just turn around, it turned around for the worse. That's the problem they're having right now in America. It turned around and against them. A lot of them now are beginning to face those harsh immigration policies in their countries, and so many, many, many more things. You guys, it is really, really serious. Now, we're going to talk about some of those things these people have been facing. Number one, deportation threats. Right now, there is threat. In fact, there's threat to deport a whole lot of them. And there's attack on their businesses as well. Attack on DACA immigration, rights as well. And then the last one is high economic policies, and then a lot of racial comments right now. Right now, a lot of people are now beginning to say, oh, you guys are not white. Yeah, so most of those things are things now that these people now are facing, seriously. So why do you think these people even voted Trump? I know I've mentioned some of them, but let me even mention, a lot of them right now. We have border security, region, then small businesses, anti-socialism, and then they have a lot of it that made them to even vote them. You get it? Now, why do you think people are threatened with this whole Latino stuffs? You see, the Latinos, those Hispanics, they make up one of the largest population in the US. That is why it feels like, why is it that, these people are laughing at them? People, why are people making a big deal out of it? It's because these people are a lot, and they are very big in business. They've grown so much in that country. They have the largest, and fastest growing groups in America, especially in the South and the Southwest in America. Those people, I don't understand. Sometimes I'm like, do they think they are now Americans or something? Of course, some of them are Americans because a lot of them were born in America. That even gives them the right ability to even vote. You get, so that is why it feels like they are a lot in America. Now let's look at how these people influence elections in states like Nevada, Texas, Arizona, Florida, and California. You understand? Let me tell you, in Texas, they are about nearly 40%. They have nearly 40% of that population of Texas. And Texas alone is even bigger than Nigeria. Those people have like over 40% of the population in Texas. And many of them are young. A lot of them were born in that country, which has even made them very eligible to vote during elections. Even though in Texas, most of the votes are Republicans, but you see the Latinos are already shifting the narrative. I am telling you the truth. That's to tell you how influential they are in that particular country. What about in Arizona? In Arizona, they have about 32% of the population in Arizona are Latinos. In fact, you see their votes helped Joe Biden win the last time. You can imagine how much of a target these people are. In Florida, they have like 25%, thereabouts. And I think in California, they have about 25% or thereabouts. These people are really strong. And now, the threat is too much. In fact, some of their parents have been even repatriated back home. The policy is too harsh. And so many people never wanted Trump to be president. These people are the ones that came out to vote him in mass because of religion. Oh, this person is going to help do this. And now, people are laughing at them. They're laughing at them. And I keep seeing comments on social media, people laughing at them and telling them that they voted FAFO. Now, FAFO is another slogan by followers of Donald Trump. It's called F around. I don't want to say the complete F. It's F around and find out. So now they're saying they voted FAFO, the how far. You can imagine how painful it is. And right now, they are beginning to beg the blacks to come and help them fight, come and help them protest. I'll be talking about that one in the next video. Let me see your comments in the comment section. Do you think what Trump is actually doing to these people is even good at all. Let me see it in the comment section. I will see you on the next one. On the next one, we'll be talking about how these people are now going around begging the black people that they never wanted to come and help them protest. You guys, is going to be serious. So watch out. Make sure you followed. Make sure you followed me. You subscribe. Make sure you're sharing these videos. I'm doing these videos especially for you that are Nigerians that don't know anything that's happening in the world, so that at least you get education. It's not when you see these things happening outside you say, "Oh, what is happening?" Now this is the reason why I'm doing these videos, and subsequently I'll be doing some of them in Hausa, so that some of our brothers too will understand what is happening. Right. So now I started from the lowest. I talked about the Latinos, United. I'll tell you about MAGAs, right? The MAGA is the slogan Donald Trump used that is called "Make America Great Again." I talk about FAFO. I talk about that is F around and find out. Right now, my heart goes out to these people. Honestly, I feel so bad for them. But you guys, these people, we are not seeing the blacks as even. Why am I giving you the why am I even giving you the gist right now? Don't worry. I'm going to give you the gist on my next video. So make sure to subscribe, like, and make sure to turn on your notification button so you can get videos like this. See you on the next one. Bye.